The other day when I was with my grandson, I heard him say, "Buy this, please." He had just walked up and placed a new truck on the checkout counter. He was ready to seize the opportunity with just the right timing. Why not try? If I said no, what did he have to lose? Sadly, I returned the truck to its place on the shelf. Another lucky child might experience a different decision in the future. What are you putting on the counter and asking God for? How clearly and frequently do you explain to Him what you want? Do you mention it once and move on? Do you act passive and try not to care in case you're rejected? Living as a knight and a man of God means you act with passion. It's impossible to be passive in the spiritual war you and I are fighting. The disease of male passivity leads to boredom, weakness, and a disconnect from God. Passion, on the other hand, is an all-out expression of the knighthood as a way of life. As warriors, we can't choose not to care. We can't solve every issue in the world. But it's impossible to have a Christ-like character and remain unmoved by the problems, pain, and difficulties around us. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. A young boy needs mentored. A prison can't afford to run a knight's program. A wife wants a faithful husband. A knight's natural response is to want to meet those needs. The passion deep within his soul drives him to find a solution to make things around him better. In Luke 11, Jesus tells us the story of a man who won't get out of bed to give a friend in need some bread. Jesus sums up the story in a fairly matter-of-fact way. I tell you, that person will not get up, and he won't give you bread just because he is your friend. But because you keep bothering him, he will surely get up. He will give you as much as you need. Jesus isn't saying we're always going to get the answer we want. Instead, he focuses on the process of us asking. We can't be lazy when it comes to praying for what we want. We must ask God clearly and even be willing to bug him about it. In the next verse, Jesus tells us to ask, search, and knock. These actions imply that we should get off our butts and be active. What is it that you want to put on the counter and ask God for? What motivates you to want it? Have you simply asked in a once and done prayer? Or have you continued to put it up on the counter regularly? Let's begin to honestly tell God what we think could be better about life. God, bring to our minds what you want us to bug you about. Help us be self-disciplined and even diligent in bringing it to the counter. Forgive us for what limits us from receiving your divine power. May our passion be stirred by the needs of others. May we be knights who care about what has been ignored. Give us the strength to serve you in more obvious ways. Help us increase our conversations with you about what really matters. Amen.